So I feel like for a lot of young people, especially young people around my age, like 18 to 21, trying to find your identity in this world is very tough, right? Things like social media and other things online are constantly influencing you to think, act, and do very certain things, which is why it becomes so easy to emulate and copy all these different behaviors and thought patterns and beliefs and not have anything for your own. And now I feel like it's honestly a lot harder to find people who are original in terms of their thoughts, their creativity, and their views on the world. Now, when I started watching videos on social media, I saw a lot of different creators do a lot of different things, and it was really awesome to me. I always loved watching people create videos out of thin air, basically imbuing their own creativity and their thought process behind everything that they did. I thought it was super cool, and I myself wanted to at one day basically be able to emulate that in my own way. But oftentimes what I end up seeing is that there are a lot of creators who simply just try to copy everyone else, right? And look, copying and taking inspiration are two different things. When you copy something, you're doing it almost verbatim. Every single little frame, everything they say, everything they do, how they have certain things set up aesthetically, all that. That's basically copying. Inspiration is maybe seeing the way somebody did something and adding your own little twist onto it based on what you saw. Now, if you are a young person and you grew up with the internet, then you already know that you basically had access to one of the most prime times in life. You had things like early YouTube, Vine, and all these other awesome apps that we all used when we were younger. But because you were on social media at a very young age, especially maybe in your developmental ages, you probably also were exposed to a lot of stuff that you probably weren't supposed to see or just saw too much of. And a lot of times, without us realizing it, this is secretly being imbued into our consciousness and it's starting to affect how we see and do things in our own lives, even when we as individuals should be able to make our own decisions and do things our own way. Now, for the longest time, especially for myself and my content, I had a hard time identifying identity for myself. What type of content did I want to make? How did I want it to look? How did I want people to perceive my content? And if I'm being honest, I still technically have a little bit of a struggle with that because I myself personally never really gave myself a specific niche to follow. I made content about things I personally found would either be helpful to somebody or stuff I just wanted to talk about. And I guess that's kind of the combination of the content that you see today. And I've tried my hardest to make sure that my own thoughts and the content that I make are for the most part mine. Now, obviously, there are a lot of creators who, if you go on my channel and you look at the titles and even some of the concepts in my videos, you can find very similar things, right? I don't think I'm talking about anything too crazy to the point where somebody else didn't have the same idea or made a video about it. But being original is honestly a lot harder to be nowadays because, for one, you're constantly going to have to compare your original content to things that other people did that are doing very well, and it almost makes you want to emulate and copy them because you think you're going to get the exact same result when in reality, they simply just have their own style and it's working for them, right? And maybe there's a good chance that they've had to build that from the ground up compared to you having to basically do whatever it is that you do right now and build yours from the ground up. So, comparison is definitely the thief of joy, but I don't want you to get that misconstrued with taking inspiration from another creator. Because I personally think we are way too far into this content creation journey and development to convince ourselves that we don't take some type of inspiration from other creators that we see on social media. I know I do, I know you may, and other people definitely do that. But the main takeaway I want you to take from this video is to simply try your best to be original and have your own creativity, identity, and personality imbued in everything that you do. Because there's a lot of people who are trying to take that from you or make you think that it's not going to be profitable or work in life and just all these other crazy things, man. Try to be original because majority of the time no two people are exactly the same, right? One person had gone through different experiences, one person went through some other ones, and that's what makes them unique. And you need to find out what makes you unique. What is it about you as an individual, your personality, your creativity, your design, whatever it is that you do? Find out what makes you unique and try to imbue that into everything that you do. But that is the end of the video, so I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.